investing in your kids' ears and nesting. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
Howdy, welcome to Under the Hat. I'm Bellboy, conspicuous by his absence, Sydney. Now, we all know that Sid couldn't join us today, which is unfortunate. He will be back for our next episode, but this episode is what is the review show of the Bash. Now, this one's going to be good. I thought the event in total was pretty good, not too bad at all. We had Dolph Ziggler versus the Great Khali. Now, this was a relatively standard match. Nothing too much. They're building up Ziggler. Kane got involved, came into it. I was pretty impressed by that. It was a good return for Kane. Started nailing Great Khali out of nowhere, totally. Couldn't believe what I was seeing, really. Definite staying heel Kane there, and Dolph Ziggler picking up the win. Khali-Kane feud is on the cards. Next up, scramble match. Tommy Dreamer defending his championship against Finlay, Mark Henry, Jack Swagger and Christian. Now this was a pretty good match. It was the first match of the card, but it was really good. I thought there was a lot of action in it, quite a lot of falls. At the end, Tommy Dreamer was the last man to get a pin. He gets the nod. He's still the champion. Didn't see that one coming, but well done Tommy Dreamer for doing that. You deserve that belt still. Next up, we had John Cena and The Miz. Now this was Miz's big chance at the spotlight with Cena, and he didn't seem to rise to the occasion. I have to admit that he did get dominated quite a lot by Cena, but Cena is a veteran towards The Miz anyway. The Miz has got a lot of potential. I think he's got a great future ahead of him, but Cena's not. Cena's too big for him at the moment. I think that feud's probably done with now. It should be anyway. Michelle McCall picking up the win, picking up the Women's Championship. First diva to win the Divas Championship and Women's Championship. So Mrs. Undertaker's done pretty well there. I think she deserved it. She's got quite a lot of heat, as I said, and I think she'll be a good champion. Right. Now we're getting down to, as I like to say, well, relatively nookie-crookie. No, you're not the nookie-crookiest of the card, but definitely nookie-crookie. Now this was interesting. We've got tag team champions. Carlito and Primo defending against Priceless, but then there was a little bit of a surprise in the mix. McMahon also said to Teddy Long earlier in the show that he needs to pick up his game. He's on probation at the moment, and boy did he. He entered 2 new participants in for this one, Edge and Chris Jericho. Now, I was very, very pleased to see this myself. I thought it was a good twist. Edge and Jericho, they got a lot of heat when they came out. I knew from when they came out that they were either going to start fighting each other and start a new feud, or win the titles. And win the titles they did. And I'm glad that they did. I think they're going to be good tag champions. This one, I think, was my favourite match on the card. I was very impressed with it. Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho. Now, this was before Jericho turned up in the tag team match. He was livid when he, at the end of this match, because he actually lost the Intercontinental Championship. Rey Mysterio did a very good move. He had 2 masks on. Jericho went for the mask, and it was his downfall this time. But the chemistry these two have in the ring is great. I really am impressed with it. I think they gel so well together. Another entertaining match between the two of them. Probably the most entertaining out of the little feud they've had, but I believe it is over now. Mysterio, the new Intercontinental Champion, and Jericho, well, he's the tag champ now, so things looking up for him as well. So that was great. Works all around. Anyway, exciting. Now we are indeed getting down to the Nookie Crookie. Nookie Crookie time. CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy World Heavyweight Championship. This one, I think, I was disappointed with. I think it was a reasonably good match, but Jeff thought he had won it. The foot underneath the rope, or a little bit underneath the rope, not as much as I thought. Very, very judgment call there, but I believe it was, you know, you could see where it was coming from. Nevertheless, CM Punk got himself disqualified after the match was restarted. Jeff thought he had won the title, and then Jeff's face says it all. When CM Punk was partially blinded, or so he says, he kicked the ref. The ref sees it as a blatant DQ, disqualifies CM Punk, and Jeff Hardy's standing there in amazement like, you just got yourself DQ'd, obviously on purpose. They started fighting after, CM Punk's denying it all. This isn't over by a long shot. I think Jeff Hardy is going to get it. Night of Champions, I'd say more than likely Jeff Hardy will be the World Heavyweight Champion, but we'll have to see about that one. Last but not least was a 3 Stages of Hell. Not the best 3 Stages of Hell match, I must say. No Austin Triple H, I have to say again. That one is cut above the rest. This is only the 3rd one I've had ever in WWE history. It went one apiece, as we thought it would do. Very 2 quick falls there. Then went to a stretcher match. So the stretcher match pretty much, you know, came quite quickly for the 3rd bout. So it might as well have just been a stretcher match. Very good sledgehammer shots, I must say. That's the one thing I was very impressed with. Rhodes and DiBiase came out distracted, well, pretty much cost Triple H the match. Blocked the stretcher as he was trying to push it over the line. And Triple H, he hit the sledgehammer underneath the ramp, and boy did he hit him with it. He hit Rhodes and DiBiase very, very well with that sledgehammer. I don't think I've seen sledgehammer shots like it. They sold it so well, it really did look like he nailed him with it. And then, unfortunately, Randy Orton grabbed the little bit of the ramp, nailed him, and off goes Triple H over the line. Orton retaining. Triple H did have the last laugh by him nailing him with a sledgehammer, giving him a bit of a crotch chop, as you do, and possibly having his last laugh on that, but I don't think that's done yet. I thought it might be, but no. Orton and Triple H. That isn't over. I'm just hoping that Michaels is coming back. You know, the Heartbreak Kid, DX needs to fight Legacy. I think that's the only way this thing's going to finish. No, that's not your thoughts. I think that's where we're looking. Night of Champions, possibly Michaels' return, but I think more SummerSlam, DX versus Legacy. But, you know, it's a couple of months in the making, that one. Anyway, pretty good show. Did like it. 7 hats out of 10 for me. Sydney, I reckon that you'd probably agree with me on most of my points, valid points. But you're going to see the Sid Meister back next time round for our 50th episode. I'm not going to quite reveal exactly what the episode is. We're going to make it a good one. It's the 50th episode of UTH. So make sure you tune in for that one. And like always, what goes under the hat stays under the hat.